Woo! Turn it up! I honestly don't know. This is honestly kind of perfect, me having a Steven Universe shirt and then a wand for this episode. Actually, it very well fits it, actually, now that I think about it. Anyways, hello, well, my name's Fox9 Big 9-bit Fox, and welcome to Star Wars Was Evil, what is this? Lobster Claw, where Lobster, and I explained this little joke, or this bit a little quick. Lobster Claw is voiced by the same guy who voices Sour Cream. And I was like, fuck, I can hear that now. I didn't know until after the fact. I was like, because at one point, what is it? Lobster Claw says Booyakasha, which I was thinking, okay, has this guy voiced I don't know. I've not heard of Booyakasha till I watched, and maybe I haven't, I just forgot, but I only remember Booyakasha from the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show, and I only recently started watching that. So I was thinking maybe it's the same voice actor, but I guess maybe it's just the common phrase maybe. But basically it opens up with Star and Marco fighting off some monsters in the morning. The monsters completely and utterly fail. And Ludo, and one of them being, the main reason for them failing is because of Lobster Claw, for not, this giant lobster one, who didn't grab the wand when he could have. Accidentally cutting off one of his friend's horns. Which also is funny because at the end of the fight, Ludo landed apparently on Star's backpack, and Star's like, "You're on my backpack." And Ludo just pulls out the backpack, it's like one of those freaking Bowser backpacks with all those spikes on the back. It's like, he landed on the sharpest thing he could. The sharpest backpack he could. But Star and them leave. Ludo comes in, goes saying, basically, everyone goes back doing the walk of shame, except for Lobster Claw, because Ludo says, "You're fired! You're fired! You can't be here! You suck!" They all leave. Lobster Claw is basically completely depressed at the point to where when Star and Marco come back, he's like, "Just end me!" But then goes on next is the episode of Star and Marco trying to make Lobster Claw better. Not better, but not quote-unquote evil. But it's mostly Marco. Star's saying, "He's a monster! He's naturally evil! Just let him be evil and we kick his butt. The end." And next leads to a couple of funny bits of Marco's like, "No, he can become good or whatever. Everyone can become good. Let's try to teach him." And they try to teach him what is it? Try to do unto others as you would do unto yourself. Grabs a person's bike, says the dude flying, lands on the sprinkler, like, "I'm okay. Just landing on a sprinkler. Sprinkler broke my fall." Or, at least one of my favorites, it's, they try to help a little girl because her cat got stuck in a tree. Lobster Claw goes up, gets the cat, brings it down, eats the cat. They're like, "No!" Takes the cat out of his mouth. Then he eats the little girl. And of course they take that out of him. I was like, just eating the cat alone was funny, but then eating the little girl was just freaking hilarious. There's even that point where there's a fire and the lady's like, "My baby! My baby!" She's talking about her piano. When they put out the fire, and Lobster Claw for some reason ran through the house and started eating ice cream from a cart. I'm trying to look at my thing. Also, I'll bring it up in a bit, but also he tries to help an old lady across the street, and when he does this, somehow he sets the next couple blocks on fire and picks up a car going, "Rah!" So who the fudge knows what the fudge happened there because they took the camera off. Marco then leaves saying, "Okay, I'm going to get some rubber bands for your claws because I think those are a little bit of the problem." Leaves. Star then goes saying, Lobster Claw saying, "Yeah, I'm being good, it's so hard." And Star goes saying, "Well, yeah, it's because you're a monster. You're evil. You have to be evil." And I'm just thinking, this is kind of really racist if you think about it. Especially since later on down the line, you are kind of there, and maybe that is kind of the point, it is kind of seeing, kind of how Star was raised a bit, saying yeah, monsters are inherently evil. They always have been, they always were. That's kind of a really racist thing if you think about it, if you switch around the bits a little bit. So, Yeah, that kind of at least shows a little bit more like how Star was. And again, that's kind of not really her fault. That's more how she was technically raised, I guess. Like if someone says, well, yeah, and you are kind of also listening to what they say and just going on their word for it. But still, like I mean, again, that's like it's saying like that lamppost is hideous. That lamppost is hideous. And I guess you start thinking that lamppost must be hideous. But so Star and Lobster's like, yeah, I should be evil. And Star's like, I do, just the way. Where they use her wand as basically a trap. Break Ludo come in. Sorry. They start fighting Ludo like crazy. They of course beat Ludo, but the Lobster Claw comes in and Star and Lobster Claw do the worst fake fighting ever. It's like he goes, Hee-yah! And she goes, and again, like the fist is like going this way, completely out of the way. She's going, It would have been funnier if like he threw a punch like this and she just went like this. That would have been kind of funny. But I also love his friends. His friends are like, oh, he's really doing a good job. Like he's really doing a good job fighting. And then was like, yeah, you're right. He is doing a really good job fighting. And the only thing is, if he could grab the wand. The Lobster Claw then knocks Star down, actually grabs the wand, which wasn't part of the plan, and then the wand starts to change. Sorry. Taking on the form of an evil Lobster Claw like wand, turning Lobster Claw evil, and then kind of is the whole point of like, oh no, Lobster Claw, I'm sorry, you could actually be good or whatever. And like Star, and then Ludo's like, give me the wand, be a monster. And you see like a back and forth, like he looks to Star, wand turns good after he sees that. Star first saying that he'd be good after she sees the wand turn to good for a second. And then it's kind of a back and forth thing until Marco runs in, kicks the wand out of his hand. Star grabs it and knocks all the monsters out. Everyone does the walk of shame, and then Ludo kind of goes to Lobster Claw, mimicking the beginning, goes, You did awesome. You grabbed the wand. Can I touch your claw? And Lobster Claw like, sure. And they walk to the portal. Marco's like, no, Lobster Claw, you don't have to be evil. Punch comes out, punches Marco backwards, and door closes. Also, I forgot to mention, at one point, Marco says, when you have the urge to hurt someone, imagine how it'll hurt yourself. And the Lobster Claw goes, I got the urge! It's like, oh, wow, that really would have hurt. That was earlier, though. But Marco gets knocked back. And Marco's like, yeah, you know what, Star? I think you're right. Some people are just naturally evil or something like that. And Star, I don't know. He was actually, you were right, Marco. He was actually kind of good in the end. And then he was actually, there's a little bit of goodness in him. And Marco goes, how much? Because he was in pain. And it was this episode was pretty funny. And also, what I wanted to bring up, when he was helping the lady across the street, there's the walk sign, like don't walk sign with the hand up. I looked at that hand, I'm like, that hand has 5 fingers on it. And Marco and Star only have 4 fingers. Do they look at that and be like, freaks? I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, in a world where there's people with 4 fingers, or if you want to consider 3 and a thumb, yeah, if you in a world like that and you see a sign with 5 fingers, that's just like, yeah, there's that one person who had 5 fingers. Like in that world, did the person who had 5 fingers, like like how people are born with 6 fingers sometimes, which also apparently is actually the dominant gene. So if someone has a kid with someone who has 5 fingers or 6 fingers, the baby will most likely have 6 fingers. But if someone, did the person in this world who made those signs have 5 fingers and be like, I'm going to make 5 finger thing, and everyone's like, why the fudge does that have 5 fingers? And then when they go back through history and they're like, look who made up the sign, like, oh, the guy who made it had 5 fingers. I'm going off on topic completely, but still. This episode was awesome. It's pretty cool. And also, I think it kind of actually hints a little bit more at how the wand works a bit more, too. But then again, this is probably the 4th version of how the wand probably works a bit in my theories. But, I might make a theory of itself on this one. But, it has, not 5 fingers. when Monster Claw or Lobster Claw has it and it turns evil, he takes on an evil appearance, and like it kind of shows like because he's on a balance of quote unquote good and evil. It kind of flip flops from good and evil forms. So actually, that kind of makes me wonder, like, if it is kind of good and evil type shtick, is it the reason why, like, quote unquote, or intentions to help others? I guess, like, is that kind of the reason why, like, well, I'm trying to think of a way to say this, like, is this the reason why it was given to the butterflies? Like, maybe for some reason, I guess, even though, yeah, the butterflies are kind of a-holes in themselves, like, kicking the monsters off of their land and such. But, is it like the butterflies naturally try to help? No, actually, no, that's not in the case either, because, the poor people in the butterflies is kind of like, you know, they're poor and kind of bad. So actually, no, never mind. I don't know, maybe, I'm trying to think, like, maybe there is kind of like a quote-unquote good and evil thing with that, but I don't know. Like, something with the wand, like, it depends on your intentions on how the wand takes its shape and forms. Which actually could show later on, like, if, let's say, Eclipse does get the wand again, even though I think her wand was an umbrella. Let's say she does get the wand and it doesn't take on, like, a quote-unquote evil form. Maybe that kind of shows something. That could be, like, showing, like, wait, is she actually evil? Or not? I don't know. But this episode was awesome. It shows Lobster Claw a little bit more. Sour Cream is Lobster Claw, which I thought was kind of hilarious. Also, Sour Cream apparently voiced another dude out of Rave in Steven Universe. But the guy who voiced Sour Cream / Lobster Claw. But the episode was awesome. It was funny. I've said this multiple times before. I think I'm kind of close to the end of season 1. So, but it was pretty awesome. It was kind of funny looking through like some of these voice actors and stuff like that. Like freaking Connie with his father's Itachi Uchiha, and then this one, Lobster Claw is Sour Cream. Somebody's got Lobster Claw's actual dad. I mean, Sour Cream's actual dad's Lobster Claw. Actually, Sour Cream's stepdad is a fisherman, and Sour Cream plays a lobster who fishermen catch. I don't know. I don't know where I'm trying to go with this connection, but it is pretty funny seeing this stuff, and it is kind of again showing a little bit more of how Star was kind of shown the world, saying like, oh yeah, monsters are evil, so they have to be evil, and monsters themselves are like, we've been told we've been evil all our lives, so we must be evil. Which is kind of effed up and kind of shows like a little bit of racism on Muni. But let's see what we learn later on, though. Yeah, there is kind of a thing like that. Even like towards the end where they learn about Munipendence Day, which I actually wonder, is that the next episode? I'm not sure. But so what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you all those who are watching these videos. If you want to watch more videos that I done, links are on my face. Subscription buttons right over there. I liked it. It was pretty awesome. I don't have any glow sticks, so I got Nerf bullets. Can't find the other one, but it's awesome. Check out my other videos. I kind of want to see again like how again this wand. I don't think they know exactly how this wand is supposed to work. Because again, like they keep adding more on top of more, and it's kind of like this wand is an enigma of itself. But then it's also like we want to give it a backstory a bit. It's just or like a bit like how it can work, and it's just like. The wand itself has so like 5 different things that are like it's kind of even like messing with each other. Like there's a dimension inside where all those spells that the wand has ever used are kept, but then also there's also inside even further, I guess, is a mindscape of the wand that connects with the star's mind, and also you can get trapped there. But I don't see any other spells there, so I guess this is a different part of that wand. And also, apparently, you need to buy store-grade batteries for the wand. But then also... what was the last bit? And then also, again, like, there might be a connection between good and evil. I guess the wielder of the wand is still kind of already shown. But then also, I think... Hasn't Marco touched the wand before? Someone tell me this. Has Marco ever actually held the wand? Because if he hasn't, maybe that's why it's. I'm thinking like, has Marco ever touched it and then transformed, or like, has it always been? No, yeah, he has touched it. He's touched it when he tries to lure monsters into for Star to beat up and Star cheer up Star. Unless he just like wrapped the string around it and just held it around like that. But yeah, he's had touched one and it hasn't changed. So why do it'll work for some people and not others? Does it have to be like a magical level? Does Lobster actually have latent magical power inside of him? Who knows? Either way. Thank you very much for watching. And links are on my face. Links are on my face. Subscription button's over there somewhere. And we will see you later. Turn up the rave!